Welcome back, everybody, to Roycon's PC Gaming. Thank you for returning for another episode. Yes, I am always busy. And yes, even though I'm always busy, I told you I'm going to try my best to make more videos or more content and talk about these PC games that I love so much. And I'm sure a lot of you love so much as well. So we're going to pick up where we left off in the last episode. We're still talking about Naraka Blade. I've only had a few days that I've been playing the game. I'm still enjoying it. Will I get tired of it? I'm sure I will, but that's probably a good ways from happening. Um, you know, uh, there's a lot of things that I definitely could see coming to this game that would heighten it even more and keep people playing it and just forever because they definitely have a great build of a game. So we talked about that already. We're not going to dig back into that, but this go around, I want to talk about a few things that that I found relevant that interest me while I was playing the game. So we're going to jump into some of the things that I'm interested in about this game that I just want to talk about. So for instance, I'm really into their character. Cosmetic customization. Oh, yes, that's right. I played Warframe, and yes, I do like Fashion Frame, right? Yep. You always want to look your certain way when you're playing a game, and some of the best things that development teams for video games have done in the past is actually addressing the cosmetic side of the game. A lot of money can be made there because people love cosmetics. You know what I'm saying? It's different shades of this, different look of that. Because everybody wants to be different. Nobody really wants to be the exact same message. Everybody really just wants to be different and stand out on their own. But let's talk about that cosmetic stuff though. So check it out. For me, designing the face of the character, that's pretty much the only thing you can really design is the head up, face, beard, hair, eyes, ears, nose. Extensive. I mean, you'll get lost just trying to go through there, and then you'll find yourself resetting and starting again because you're technically building that actual face. So, one of the great things that I love about their character customization is that part. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever you always wanted to play as, you can create it. Just take some time and you can create it. That is like, that's pretty awesome, especially because the game isn't that serious to where you're gonna be worried about so many other things. You don't care about the appearance of the character. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I noticed that I come from playing games like Smite and MOBAs and stuff and RPGs. You know what I'm saying? So I play Smite a lot, and of course PvP, love it. So with Smite, one of the things that makes Smite such a major game is all the customization, is all the different things you can win and buy in the game, right? And for example, like there's stamps. Like so when you're playing Smite and you get a kill, a stamp goes on the floor where that person died at. You know what I'm saying? And there's all different types of stamps. They're always creating new ones, and you can win them through Battle Pass, and I think that's pretty much the only way. Yeah, you can win them through Battle Pass, stuff like that. So, hey, I'm looking at Naraka like, yo, that'd be amazing too, right? That would be amazing. Also, something else that I thought was pretty cool from Smite that Naraka could probably use as well is when you what is it? I think when you get a kill in Smite, a particular music that you have selected will come on and play. And so there's little themes and different tidbits in Smite. But theme music comes on and you win these things from Battle Pass and the what you say chest because yes you roll for chest, you spend some money for a chest, and you can get it. So, you won't get it directly. It's like lottery. You know how this goes. But, these are just tools to help the company make plenty of money, but also keep the game exciting and different. That battle pass is major for if you do it right, it can be major for your game. And so I look at Smite and I'm like, it's major for Smite because they always got this stuff in rotation. They always got new character designs, new skins. They've always got new stamps. They've always got all this new theme music, all new background loading screens and backgrounds and cards. Like it may seem small and insignificant, but when you're playing the game and you're winning this stuff, it's like you just keep playing the game because you like winning stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're always at the playhouse playing games and winning. So, I look at Naraka and I'm like, yo, if they could add some of this stuff, right? So, hairstyles. I'm playing the game and I'm like, you know, even the hairstyles is like, well, you've got to keep playing the game to win, unlock hairstyles. But it's like it's very few. And I'll say this: obviously, the game's not made in the United States, obviously, but come on. Like for real, there's so many different hairstyles. Once your game becomes a quote unquote global game, then you're kind of touching every community and every group of people. So it's like some things are missing, in my opinion. Like for real, you know, no cornrows, no dreadlocks, no low cut fades, no, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, I know it sounds trivial, but different things like this help a person immerse themselves in the game because everybody wants to play the hero, right? And then everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people want to play the bad guy. So they want to see themselves in that role as they're playing a game. So something that I thought the game definitely could use is definitely more hairstyles, like to reach every culture. You know what I'm saying? Look at the hairstyles from different cultures and try to incorporate them into the game because I'm like that. And you're talking about things that you can win while playing the game. People want to be custom, right? So different hairstyles. We got stamps, music, hairstyles. Audio bites. Different things even things that happen emotes when you die, like some type of crazy emote that when you die, you turn into, I don't know, a dragon, and then you can fly back to the respawn area, or you can turn into a gorilla or something. I don't know, just things to spice the game up and have different things going on to keep people highly invested in the game, just unlocking stuff because most people play games to unlock stuff. All right, let's get on to some of the other stuff. I like the fact that with their customization, they have skills. So there's like a main skill that you'll kind of use all the time, and then it's your bread and butter if you learn your character and use that skill properly or to the best of your ability. There's really no proper, but to the best advantage that you can get from it. And then they have an ultimate, but even with that, there's three different types of that main skill and three different types of that ultimate. So I'm like, that is pretty impressive. So you got to play the game to unlock the other two because the one is already unlocked once you start playing the game. So you have to unlock that as well. So that is very interesting for customizing the character's abilities. And then they have talents that they added. And the talents are pretty much passives. So you can unlock these passives as you play through the game, and then you can buff the passives up too. And it's not major game changing things, but it's just enough to keep you customized and keep you in the game, constantly rolling through the game, playing it, trying to be yourself, right? So they can work on that definitely. With the talents, playing around with the different talents and whatnot, and maybe they can. Now you do have different buffs or talents that attach to your weapons that you pick up while you're playing the game, and so that happens as well. You got to have time to read it though, because if you're being chased and you can't get to it, or the map is shrinking, you'll miss out. So, but those things happen too, and that's kind of the spice of the game, is because do you have time to check it or do you just run? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it makes the game extremely fun, and it keeps it fresh and different every time you play a match, because it's always fresh and different every time you play a match. I play in the trios. I love that. I told you I'm gonna start playing singles. Probably when I get to this weekend, I find some time, I start playing in singles. I work all week, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I just want to get on there, have some fun, do a little bit of recording, and move on. So maybe I mess with it this weekend. But anyways, so yes, those are pretty cool that they have that ability. So you got some passive skills, you got some variants of your main and your ultimate skills. They also have, you have to keep up your armor and you have to keep up your health. So, and you have to keep your weapons repaired, which I thought was pretty amazing because that makes you, it makes you seriously play the game and think about what you're doing when you play the game. So if your weapon is damaged, the amount of damage you do with it is terrible, and then it'll keep pinging to let you know you're not doing no damage, you're going to get killed. So then it's like, okay, what do I do? Should I escape or swap to another weapon? So that teaches you to start learning, well, let me keep multiple weapons, and then you can pick up bag increases, which allows you to hold more weapons on your person. So it's like all these things are happening in this game. It's like they took the time to get all these details. It's like, wow, you'll find yourself just lost in the game, even so, to the point that when you get your butt kicked, like I've literally, like at one moment I'll take three people out in a group and I'm like, oh yeah, that's King Kong, ain't got nothing on me, and I'll feel great about it, like, yeah, for some reason I luckily got away with that. That person didn't pay attention, and I luckily got away with that kill. And it's like, but then another group rolls up on you, and they're more into what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and you're not going to get away with no stupid stuff. And then before you know it, they done ganked you, put you down, and you go night night. So, and then the match is over. But it's always something different every time you queue in those matches. I have not gotten in the game and played with friends yet, to see how that would operate, especially operating in a group where you'd be chatting with your group. I have played a few matches and heard people talking over the system, which I think is helpful because if you're playing in a group, at least somebody in that group should be over the system talking, because then they can tell you what's going on if they're watching the map. Like a leader of the group will be like, hey, look, we're heading this way. Hey, look, I pinged the map. There's da 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 da. And the pinging system, let me talk about that. The pinging system is great. I play on the PC. The pinging system is the middle mouse button, right? So if you see an enemy, you can hit the middle mouse button while you got the arrow hovering over top of them, and it'll ping them as a red enemy on the screen, and then your crew or your group can see that, hey, there's an enemy right there. You know what I'm saying? And even the character does some talking to even alert you to that as well. And the same thing about pinging different weapons and supplies. You know what I'm saying? When the rares pop up and stuff like that, you can hover over it and put the arrow over top of it and hit the middle mouse button. It pings it, so it lets your group know if they don't have any of these things, they're right here. So that is awesome. The game is really great. I gotta say, as of right now, they really put some effort and time into this game, and it makes sense. But I definitely can see more things being added to the game, and I hope over time, I'm going to keep playing the game, and I'm going to hope over time that they incorporate more things. There's 2 maps, obviously, and like I said in the previous video, if they would put points, capture points, and make different game modes, that would be even better, because casual players just want to get into a casual match. So a casual match for a casual player would be something as simple as capture the base, capture the flag, hold the base, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And then those casuals that like the 1v1 duel, they got the those types of game modes, and so that game's really got a good amount of stuff going on. I would love to see more things added to it over time. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to be making a few videos about this game. It's really got me excited. I like the game. I'm going to be playing the game more and more and more. And it sits number 2 to Smite right now. I'm waiting for Overprime to drop. They're still working on Overprime, so I'm waiting for that to drop. So these are my 3 PvP games that I play, other than me playing my race car games, and I'm waiting on Forza Motorsport to release next year in 2023. So that's going to take up my game time. My game time is going to consist of Forza Motorsport, Smite, Naraka Bladepoint, and Overprime when it finally releases. So yes, that's what I'll probably be doing videos on. I might get back into Warframe. That's big, might, because I'm really not really interested anymore, because it's like there's so much stuff that game needs to be done to that game, and they're never going to do it. So I probably won't pick that up for a long time. But I don't know. You might see it pop on the channel. I might check it out. But anyways, long-winded. Yo, bro, long-winded for real. Anyways, I'm going to close with that. Look, Naraka Bladepoint. Try the game out. It's pretty intense. It's pretty fun. They did a great job making this game. I'm loving the game, and I'm going to do some more videos talking about the game. I'll catch you all in the next episode.
enemy's getting close. The enemy is on us.
Charge! Hey, why am I the only one attacking?
The shadow will soon spread.
The enemy is getting close.
Look at this!
Strong once more.
We're still friends.
No harm. And that's our...
Sturdy armor keeps the world at bay.
Thank you.
I hate being in someone's debt.
The enemy is ahead.
Without a spool,
They're
I'm
close.
grounded. Time.